loves, hope you're doing well. Welcome back again to this channel. If you're new here, karibu sana, and please consider subscribing. My name is Sue Henry, and if you're a returning subscriber, by now you know you are always my best friend. And I'm just from making my dinner, and I decided I should be sharing my dinner recipe with you guys because I came to realize that when you are breastfeeding, it is so hard for you to decide what to take, either for dinner, breakfast, lunch. It's so hard, and people always have that mentality of you have to take the black beans, you have to take I don't know what. But for me, it's different because I'm taking what I can retain and what I feel like it's good for me. So I'm going to be sharing that with you in a few. But before then, I'm going to be unboxing with you my new coffee maker. So stay tuned, subscribe if you've not, and let's do this. This has been my coffee maker for the last about 2 years, I guess. And the carafe broke, and I had to go for a thrift carafe, thinking it's going to fit the Von coffee maker. Unfortunately, it didn't fit the coffee maker, and it was of no help. So the previous carafe didn't have a base at the bottom, but this one had a base. That's why it was not fitting the Von coffee maker. As you can see, this has a base at the bottom. That's why it's a bit long for this coffee maker. So I decided I'm not going to be struggling anymore. I'm going to be getting a new baby, which is from Rebune, the coffee maker from Rebune. It has a 1-year warrant. It came also with the instruction manual and everything that a new coffee maker would come in with. Can I be your star tonight? You feel my... So here we are. I already unboxed my coffee maker. The carton is empty. I have already also tried the coffee maker, and it's super awesome. It's working super good, and I love how it's working. Actually, I love this more than the one that I had previously. So I thought maybe this small carafe would fit the previous coffee maker that I had, but unfortunately the carafe is tiny than the previous coffee maker. So the other coffee maker will just have to not be used because none of the carafe is fitting, and the coffee maker is still working. The problem is the carafe that is not fitting. So we light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side, no. Have me by your side when the sun sets. I hope you'll still want me. I hope you'll still need me 1,000,000 years from now. In this video, I may not be talking too much because what I'll be doing is something that you can see, and I don't have to keep on explaining so much. I have some broth over here and my oxtail meat. This is the two things that I'm going to be making my stew today with. And also I'm going to be making some pasta. Watch till the end to see how this goes down, because most people don't cook their oxtail. After they boil, they eat it as it is, or they even find themselves throwing it away. But imagine you can prepare some stew with the oxtail meat. Some call it oxtail bone, but for me, I'm going to be calling it oxtail meat because it has a lot of meat that can be used to make a stew. So here I'm using my cooking oil that I had previously made some mandazis from. So if you can, you are supposed to blend your tomatoes, but for me, I didn't have enough time because I was alone and I didn't have a nanny, so I was working against time and praying that my baby won't wake up before I finish preparing my dinner. As my onion was cooking, I boiled my water, which I'm going to be using to cook pasta with. Are changing, the nights ever fading. It's time we left the ground. Let's leave for any... My onion cooked, I added 1 tablespoon of ginger, a mixture of ginger and garlic. And then I'm going to stir that very well so that it can mix with the onions and everything can mix well. And then I followed that with my tomatoes that I had not blended. So I'm going to give this enough time so that it can cook. By now my pasta water has boiled, so I'm going to go ahead and place the pasta in there so that it can boil together. Sail across the lights beyond the sky.
high.
I mentioned we are going to give our tomatoes enough time to cook because we didn't blend them. So I'm going to be adding a little bit of broth so that they can keep boiling a bit, and also add my spices. Here you can add spices of your choice. So for me, I added mixed spices. I added the beef onion and the non-beef. Pasta is almost ready. I'm trying to keep time because I don't want it to overcook. So I'm going to give it a stir and a few more minutes. By now the tomatoes are all well cooked, so I'm going to come in with my oxtail meat and put it in the mixture of my spices and everything that I had prepared before. And then give that a good mix so that everything can mix well. Cover that for a few minutes so that the meat can absorb the spices that you had put in your little broth. By now my pasta is ready, so I'm going to just place it in cold water so that it can stop cooking. By now our meat is almost burning because it had absorbed all the broth that we had put. So I'm now going to come with the other broth that I had kept aside and put it all, and then give that a stir and cover it to leave it to cook to slow cook for a while, like 5 minutes or so. Here I'm adding a Royco mchuzi mix just to thicken the soup, but if you have cornstarch, that works magic.
Can I be your star tonight? You fill my...
As the meat was cooking, the baby had not woken up, so I decided I should make porridge for tomorrow because I always take a lot of porridge during the day.
So we light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side, no. Have me by your side when the
This is the end result of my pasta.
sun sets. I hope you'll still want me. I hope you'll still need me a million years.
Making porridge is very fast and quick, so I decided to put some in my cup so that it can cool down, and I'll take that maybe before I go to sleep.
From now, the seasons.
It is around 7:50 p.m. and I thought it is too early to take my dinner, so I decided to take this cup of porridge that I had kept aside to cool. So I'm going to be taking that, and I hear like my baby has woken up, so I'm going to just breastfeed my baby as I wait for dinner time.
Are changing, the nights ever fade.
And voila guys, it's already dinner time, and this is the dinner that we made together with you. This is the end results. I know it looks so yummy, it looks so delicious, of which it is. I'm going to be taking that with my cup of chocolate. Don't mind how much food I take, it's because I'm breastfeeding. I have to.
It's time we left the ground.